Good morning, Gold Creek.
Good
Welcome
morning.
to GC 365. My name is Mike. I'm the youth pastor over at our Woodinville campus.
Hi, Mike.
I'm with my good friend.
My name is Kara. I'm the children's pastor at our Woodinville event.
At our Woodinville. We just put on an event every week.
We did. We're just event. Woodinville campus.
Yes. And we are excited to be here. Hey,
Yes.
It is October 22nd. It is National Nut Day. And here's the thing about that. I love myself some peanut butter. Some peanut
Did you
butter
know peanuts
jelly.
aren't a nut?
Well,
They're a legume.
I don't care. When people say that they're allergic to
Almonds.
nuts, they put peanut butter in there as one of those things. Yes, they do.
Yeah, I mean, Hunter, my
Like,
youngest is allergic to peanuts, but I don't say nut allergy. I say peanut allergy.
Yeah, peanut allergy.
It's a legume. I'm just
Peanut.
saying.
Either way, here's the
Whatever.
thing. I'm sad for you if you can't have peanut butter and
Yeah,
jelly.
that's
today.
so sad.
So sad.
Like a fried.
I didn't need you to call
Have
me
you
out.
ever had- I'm
I didn't
sorry.
need you to call me
I'm
out. Whatever. Day 295. We are here. GC 365. You've been
Yeah.
joining us for 295 days.
That's so many days in
So
a row.
many
Good
days.
job.
It's awesome. We got a lot of reading that we went through. First is Jeremiah. We've been going through. We're towards the back end of the book.
Yes.
You had one passage that stood out to you, so I'll just let you
Yeah,
kind of.
okay. It's Jeremiah 39.
Okay.
The king of Babylon made Zedekiah watch as he slaughtered his sons. That's what stood out to me, because if
Not
I
fun.
had to watch my children be slaughtered,
Nope.
no one would walk out of that room alive. I'm just saying. Like, the people who did it,
Yeah.
I would kill them.
Yeah, I don't like that.
My mom rage.
Yeah.
So I don't know how he didn't. Do you know what I mean? Like,
It's some of the things you read in the Old Testament. You're just
know.
like, I didn't want to be a part of that.
no.
Nope. So especially now having a kid, it's like,
I know. Can you imagine?
no. Like
No.
I get, like I've been mad before, but like I haven't been like
Like, mad.
mad. Like I get
Right.
mad about things about Rhodes.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, cause she's my little baby. I love her. She's the sweetest. Got
She
the
is.
chubbiest cheeks.
With the cutest little dimpy.
Come on, dimpies.
Yeah.
I've never heard them. Dimpies.
They're so cute.
You heard it here
She's
first.
So cute.
You can refer to dimples as dimpies. That is
Yes.
the thing.
But only if you have two.
Only if you have two.
Mhm.
Okay.
Not one.
Because then it'd be a dimpy.
Yeah, and that's just like.
That's weird.
Yeah. Exactly.
But realistically, in the reading today, what stood
Yes.
out to me the most was 2 Timothy chapter 1.
Yes.
There's a few verses that
Me
stood
too.
out. I'm going to read a few.
Yes.
Verse 6 through 7 says this. It says, "This is why I remind you to fan into flames the spiritual gift God gave you.
Mhm.
He's not given us a spirit of fear or of timidity." That's a hard word.
I know.
Timidity.
Because it looks like it should be another word, but
Yeah,
it's not.
yeah.
I know.
I actually skipped over a part. I'm going to read this again.
Okay.
"This is why I remind you to fan into flames the spiritual gift God gave you when I laid my hands on you.
Mm.
For God has not given us a spirit of fear and timidity,
Mm.
but of power, love, and self-discipline."
Yes.
And what I love about this passage is like, what I've realized about walking with the Lord is like, there's been times where like everything's like spiritual highs, like
Yes.
like encounter with God moments,
Right.
like in tears, like you just feel super
Falling on the floor.
like yeah,
Yeah.
super intimately connected
Yeah.
with God.
Mm-hmm.
There's moments that seem super dry, where you feel like you're like praying to a wall almost
Yes.
at times.
Yeah.
But what I found is most days are
Mhm.
just pretty normal.
Yes.
Like I just wake up, like I get in the Word, I pray, I do my thing, and I feel connected with God. It's not overly spiritual all the time.
Yeah. I don't think it has to be overly
Well,
spiritual
that's
all
what
the time.
I know, but like what I like about this passage, it says to fan into flame, like
Mhm.
whatever it is that you got, like
Right.
from like when we laid hands on you, like those moments, those big high spiritual moments.
Yes.
You know, not every day is going to be like that.
No.
But to fan into flame what God is currently doing in your life,
Yes.
so that you can see the goodness of God in your
Right.
life, and I just love that thought of like
Mhm, I
fanning, like
agree.
when you're trying to start a fire, like you're
Yeah.
fanning into flame,
Mhm.
that so that you can.
And you
see
have to do it constantly.
Exactly.
It's not like you do it a couple days and then you're like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to take a break because, wow, that
And it's
seems
almost-
difficult.
It's almost like what this reading is.
Weird.
We're doing this every day. Fanning
Every day,
into
fanning
flame.
the flames.
Come on. And then it continues, he's not giving us a spirit of fear. And I'll
Yeah.
let you touch on this. I know this gets you amped up.
Yeah, it does. I don't,
Come on.
because I talk about it all the time. Like, you can tell when people operate out of a spirit of fear, and that's like my biggest pet peeve.
Yeah.
Because that is not from God.
Yeah.
That is straight from the devil.
Yep.
And God does not want you to live your life in fear or
Like
walk
those
in
things
fear.
were already, the battle's already been won. Like,
Yes.
Like we're gonna
We
do it
can
at the end of the year. We'll finish this thing.
Yeah.
Like we've read the whole thing.
He wins.
It's over.
There's no other outcome.
Yeah, the battle's
There's
been
no
won.
other option.
Yep.
So for you to walk through life and be fearful of every little thing that woulda, coulda, shoulda, whatever
Yeah.
is so obnoxious to me.
Yeah, and it's not just like fear is also a healthy thing. Like
Correct.
Fear keeps us safe. It's what protects our kids. Like
Yeah,
that's
it's not
why
like I'm gonna leave all my doors unlocked at night. I have 3 children.
Exactly.
I'm good.
It's helpful.
Yes.
But when we're operating out of fear,
Right, when it's
constantly,
constant fear of everything.
It's not helpful.
No, because if I wanted to, I could go through a laundry list of things that I could be fearful of or that are fear-based that could happen right this very second. But what is that going to do for me? That's going to pull me farther away from God.
Yep.
That is not helpful.
I agree.
For anyone.
I agree. And then also chapter 1, verse 13 in this passage as well stood out to me. It says, hold on to the pattern of wholesome teaching you learned from me, a pattern in Christ Jesus. And what I found interesting about this is like a lot of times we can know a scriptural truth. We can know something to be true about God. We know he's all powerful. We know he's won the war. And then we still operate out of the spirit of fear.
Right.
Right? Like we were just talking about. And it's like, hold fast to the pattern of wholesome teaching that we know. Like even when maybe you don't feel like it's true.
Right.
You have to hold fast because you know it's true.
Because it is true.
Right?
He is good.
Exactly. And so like to hold on to that, not to let the circumstance of life, not to let the things that are going on around you like shift those things that we know to be true about God, or like to shift how we think about them. Like hold tight to the things that we know to be true so that we can operate out of a spirit of like overcoming all of those things, the spirit of joy that like he's given us, right? And
gratefulness, thankful, like
all the things.
so many better words to operate your life
all the things.
Out of.
So I love it. You had out of Psalm chapter 9.
I did. So it just like it just brought like a thought into my brain.
Just a thought. Just a little thought.
Psalm 90.
Light bulb.
Light bulb moment. 90 verse 4. For you, 1,000 years are as a passing day, as brief as a few night hours. So it just brought me back to Genesis, right when he was creating the whole world. Okay. Because you know it says this day, this day, this day. Was it an actual 24-hour day? Do you know
don't
what?
Even get that
see,
conversation
that's
started.
I know, but that's where my brain went.
That's not where my brain went.
That's where my brain went.
Yeah.
Was it 7,000 years? Do you know what I mean?
Who knows?
I know.
Who knows?
Who knows? And this just, I think, further proves that I don't think it was a 24-hour day.
See, I just don't know. I'm just not going to talk about it.
We'll just ask him when we get there.
Yep.
Many questions.
So what I think is like...
Yeah, what do you think? What did your brain go to when
my brain goes to some days, as a parent, as a person, they feel like they're forever.
Yeah.
Like they feel like today could be 1,000,000 years.
Yeah.
And to just think about a day is like 1,000 years to him. And like whatever I'm going through,
it's such
a small blip.
It's a little.
It's a little. Like you were saying.
Like, yeah.
It's just so small in comparison to like the bigger picture, but in the moment it feels super real. So just having the perspective, like the bigger scope perspective on the things that we're going through can allow us ultimately, like we've been talking about, to operate out of a spirit of joy, gratefulness, all the things.
Or they say also as a parent, the days are long but the years are short. Which
Someone
is
told me
so true. Like I woke up and Riley's 8.
Yes.
Like Harper's 5, Hunter's 3. I remember their births vividly, and them being itty bitty little babies.
Yes.
And now they're like children.
Yes. I love it.
It's true.
It's good. Rhodes, you're growing up too fast. Calm down.
100%. I agree with that.
She's 16 months.
I can't.
15 months? 15, 16 months? Something like that.
July
2020. Math. I'm not going to do
That's
it.
not good. I'm not doing that. No.
But that's all we got for you guys. Thanks for joining us again for another GC 365. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Get some, apparently peanuts aren't nuts.
They're not.
Get
almonds.
Get some
Cashews.
almonds. Get some cashews. Cashews are real good.
So good.
We love you. See you later.
Bye.